Well, we talked about this heavily in the last video. I gotta trim down the herd. I gotta slice and dice. I gotta sell a bunch of cars. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Now, today's video has been brought to you guys by Simply Safe. There is no safe like Simply Safe. Well, I currently have 16 cars in the car collection. It has gotten completely out of control. My monthly burn rate is over $66,000. We gotta wipe out half the cars, and I realize half the cars are not my cars, but what is my cars, we're headed off to a little place called CarMax. That's right, we'll go to CarMax. We're bringing it back, baby. It's not a gimmick. If CarMax offers me a competitive value for one of my cars, we're taking it. I need to. Of course, we're not selling the entire car collection to CarMax. I'm never gonna sell the Aventador Roadster. The Carbon Coupe isn't going anywhere. We're not taking the Koenigsegg either. I don't think Alex would appreciate if I sold Charizard, but we are gonna take the car that's it's front and center. We're gonna take the Lotus. We're gonna take some other cars as well, but Lotus, first to go. Now, if you're not familiar with CarMax, they offer free appraisals, basically cash offers on the spot. Obviously, they're gonna be less than retail, sometimes less than wholesale as well. This car, I paid $107,000 for it. It's got 1,200 miles, it's brand new, it's got the GRP exhaust. Personally, I want 95 to 100 out of the car. I'm guessing they'll offer 75, 80, 85, give or take. It's a brand new car, it's got no issues whatsoever. They don't really specialize in like exotic cars though. I don't know, we'll see. The thing is, cash is king and a fast sale is sometimes nice. I found the window sticker for the Lotus Emira. I paid $107,750. So at 95 grand, I'm taking a decent loss. The car has 1,200 miles. I bought it brand new, obviously back in March, April. What do you guys think? What would you pay for the Lotus Emira? Now, because we love the truth here on the channel, the actual odometer reading is 1,224.8 miles on the Lotus Emira, 0.8, very important. The Lotus Emira is just a little go-kart and it's so much fun. And 400 horsepower doesn't sound impressive, but remember, reduction in weight is an increase in horsepower. Kinda, not really, but kinda. That supercharger whine is so good. They don't make manuals anymore either. I don't want to sell this car, but I gotta sell something. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to CarMax, the better place to buy and sell a used car. I don't know exactly where to go. I'm also not gonna film this process. I don't wanna I don't wanna invade anyone's privacy. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get the appraisal, and then I'm gonna tell you guys off camera. I apologize for that. I realize it's not nearly as exciting, but I just don't wanna shove like a camera in someone's face, so I'll see you on the other side. Well, 20 minutes later, we have the appraisal in hand right here. We're actually headed back home because we're getting multiple cars appraised. I'm gonna share the appraised value when we get home in like 25 seconds. It's not gonna take that long, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous day here in Utah. The next car, well, you'll see, it's V10. This is maybe the worst car spot ever, but that's a Lotus Emira. I mean, Evora, wow, okay, it's an Evora. You couldn't see it. I definitely want to give a massive shout out to the homies off at CarMax. I really want this to come across. This is not a gimmick, okay? I really need to sell a car. And if you saw my last video, you know exactly why. We gotta move something fast and cash is king. And just a quick reminder, this car sounds absolutely, oh no, you gotta push in the clutch. It sounds absolutely amazing. That GRP exhaust is just killer. Well, the big time moment of truth, what did CarMax appraise the Lotus Emira for? I was kind of hoping for a bigger number, but that's kind of generally how these things go. The number is wholesale, probably a little under wholesale. CarMax, quick drum roll actually. Yeah. $81,000. I paid $107 for this back in April, 1,200 miles. That's like a $30,000 loss. So I do have 7 days to decide. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Should I sell the Lotus Emira for $81K? Now we have another car in the garage we're gonna go get. We're gonna take that to CarMax, have that appraised as well. I feel like on that car, I'm gonna get a better number, I think, but on that bombshell, today's video has been sponsored by Simply Safe. Now you guys all know, I use my Simply Safe home security system every single day. At some point during the day, I access the live feed from the Simply Cams on my cell phone to make sure Oscar is safe, the cars are safe, the house is safe. Let Simply Safe help protect you before it's too late. Simply Safe monitoring plans are super affordable, starting at around $1 a day. There's no long-term contracts, there's no hidden fees. You can install the system yourself, it's super easy, or you can opt in for a professional installation. And right now, Simply Safe and I have partnered for a very exclusive 50% discount on your new Simply Safe home security system, but you gotta act fast. Now, I have Simply Safe smart security devices located throughout my entire house. I have outdoor cameras around the entire perimeter, I have indoor cameras, I have smart locks, and I have sensors, and it all integrates together via the Simply Safe app. I can actually alarm or disalarm the system on my house anytime, anywhere in the world. One touch of the button, on the SimpliSafe app. That peace of mind, you cannot beat. And it gets even better because SimpliSafe has just introduced their state-of-the-art Active Guard outdoor protection. I cannot wait to add it to my house. Let me explain to you guys how it works. Now, old school security systems only trigger alarms after someone breaks in, giving intruders plenty of time to steal your valuables and still cause family trauma. But with SimpliSafe Active Guard, crime can be stopped before it ever happens. With SimpliSafe Active Guard, monitoring agents react in real time to suspicious individuals approaching your home. They can see and speak to them, trigger alarms, and even request urgent police dispatch all before a break-in happens. SimpliSafe's AI technology can identify familiar faces so it won't trigger false alarms. No other home security system offers this level of active protection. Save 50% on your SimpliSafe security system when you sign up for a core monitoring plan and get your first month free. Visit simplisafe.com/Stradman to customize yours. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. Well, next up for the CarMax appraisal, we got the 2013 car. Obviously, I'm kidding. I'm being sarcastic. I had to move the Koenigsegg to get the other car. Now I'm going to shut the guy down because it's so loud with that aftermarket exhaust. Now, the original plan for this car, I bought it as a parts car to fix my orange car. Well, long story short, the orange car doesn't need the parts anymore. Now, I'm not gonna dive into a lot of detail on the twin turbo orange Gallardo. That video is coming very, very, very soon, but there is very, very good news coming very, very soon. Suffice to say, the yellow car, it's not necessary. As far as my price prediction for the appraisal from CarMax, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but the facts and the figures, it's a 2008 Gallardo Spider. It's an e-gear car, not a manual, but it is in Spider form. The yellow is a very nice color, generally worth more than like a silver car. Yellow seats is a very unique spec. The seats are not maybe in the best shape. They're not the worst, but they've definitely started to show their age. Rear deck lid is nice. We got the carbon fiber wing, little bit of an imperfection right there with the clear coat. 17,200 miles. We have all the interior carbon fiber accessories. If I had to make a guess, now the Lotus was in perfect shape, like a brand new car, 81,000. I still think this is worth more. It's a Lamborghini. I'm gonna say $86,000, and at $86,000, I think I might take it. It's also worth noting this car is in amazing shape. I do have a TPMS light that I can't really get sorted. That's pretty much it, a TPMS light. Of every single car I've ever owned, I think selling this car would probably be the easiest one to ever sell because the original intent of it was to be a parts car, so I never really fell in love with the car. I never needed the car either, and now that I don't need the parts, she gotta go. And of course, oh my gosh, Gallardos are so underappreciated. Absolutely sings a sweet symphony. Okay, 500 horsepower does not come across the pages like crazy, but in this car, it's just like the right amount. The e-gear cars get such a bad rap. Now, of course, a manual car is better, but the e-gear, the way that transmission hits is pretty fun. At times, the e-gear transmission can be a little bit clunky, but it's a time and a place, you know, a certain era. Welcome back to CarMax for round 2, baby. Hoping for big money. And once again, I'm not gonna film the appraisal process whatsoever. We're here at CarMax. I'm just gonna let the professionals do their thing. We're just gonna park up, and I will see you guys on the other side. I'll see you soon. Well, we got some good news and we got some bad news. The bad news is, unfortunately, because it's a Lamborghini, it takes a lot longer to do the appraisal process. The good news is they're gonna send me an email sometime today, so we should have an answer by the end of today's video, but for now, we're headed on home. We are leaving CarMax. No offer quite yet. Praying for big money. I'm hoping the appraiser is gonna hear this and be like, yeah, we gotta bump the number up. That's an LOC exhaust, one of the most special exhausts. As I said, I should take this exhaust off, put it on the orange car, but yeah, we're not going to because we gotta sell this car today. Well, it's been about 20 minutes and no news from CarMax quite yet, but a new competitor has entered the arena. I'll tell you who it is when we park. Now, full disclosure, I would not consider myself to be a conspiracy theorist. However, sometimes, more often than not, I feel like the iPhones are listening to our conversations. So I'm sitting at CarMax, I'm waiting to get the appraisal on the Gallardo Spider, pull up Instagram, and the first ad that I get is from iLuso, the #1 buyer and seller of exotic cars nationwide. Send us a message for a free quote. No joke, this legit happened. iLuso actually sold me my Veyron and my Aventador Coupe, the carbon car, as well as the Bugatti Veyron, really good dudes. And so I sent them the details on the Gallardo Spider. This is not a sales pitch, by the way. This feels like a sales pitch. It feels like I set up this entire video for this, and I promise you I did not. I'm not getting paid to say this, but I sent them the details on the Gallardo Spider, so I guess 2 appraisals is better than 1. Well, right on cue, I just got the appraisal back from CarMax emailed to me. I gotta go like crop out the email, and I gotta black out like some personal details. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'll share the number with you guys. Iluso, we're still waiting on from them. CarMax deal was, well, you'll see. Well, without further ado, the official appraisal number on the 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider from CarMax. A little bit lower than we were hoping, 75 grand, $75,000. I thought it was gonna be at least 80, 85. I thought it would be priced higher than the Lotus Emira. I know the Emira is brand new, but 75,000. The yellow, it's even CarMax yellow. Unfortunately, it's $75,000. I can't do it. 85,000, I would have said yes. I genuinely thought I could sell that Gallardo Spider off to CarMax. I was sure they would be in the $80,000 range. I was gonna go down as the first YouTuber to ever actually sell a car to CarMax, but such is life, it didn't happen. Now, Iluso, I've been talking back and forth with them. They're gonna have me an offer in about 5 to 10 minutes. Well, I just got the message from Iluso. I got the appraisal number on the Gallardo Spider. I don't have like a fancy sheet of paper like CarMax. It's just in a message. The number I said earlier on in today's video that I needed for this car was $85,000. Now I realize this car's worth a lot more than $85,000. This is a wholesale number. This is to get the deal done now, get cash in my bank account tomorrow. And so I'm willing to give a little bit, get the money. Then I don't have to worry about maintenance or insurance or dealing with it. I can take that money, I can reinvest it in other projects. I gotta lower down my operating costs. So the number Iluso offered me on the 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, 84,000. I'm so close to 85, 84,000. I want this car gone. I'm gonna think on it, but I feel like I need to make a decision today because it's Wednesday. I want the money before the weekend. What do you think? Should we take it, yay or nay, or yay? Well, the original plan was to take the Espada off to CarMax as well, but I realized I probably should put them out of their misery. They're not gonna put a competitive offer on the table for this car. They're not even gonna know what it is, but Nate is gonna take some amazing photos. You guys don't know Nate, best photographer I've ever met. Also the most humble.
Maybe
humble.
Yeah,
humble, definitely humble.
No.
You should, no. I'm gonna put the photos right here that Nate takes, magazine worthy, literally.
Magazine worthy?
Literally. Lotus Emira, I took that to CarMax. What do you think they offered me? Be nice, be friendly, be courteous.
I mean,
we need a big number.
93?
Oh, okay. 81.
81?
81. Gallardo Spider already told you 75. Would you give me 76 for the Gallardo Spider right now, on the fly? Done deal.
82 for that one.
Okay, wow, we're making deals on deals. What will you give me for this?
35.
Wow, 135.
135.
There we go. Well, this is Nate's first time in the Espada, and once you go Espada, you never want to go back. This interior is such a vibe. We got room for 4. Okay, so we're headed Cottonwood. Where are we going?
Let's go to your favorite spot.
Oh, okay, I see what he did there. I don't know what that is, but we're going there. If this thing breaks down, we're in it together.
I'm pushing.
The likelihood this thing does break down is more greater than it not breaking down, especially because we're driving this further than we've driven it in the last year. And literally, all miles combined, we're driving it more. And it's rush hour.
Yes.
Okay, and the sun goes down in 45 minutes. Well, we are climbing high up into the mountains above Salt Lake City. We're going one place that no Lamborghini Espada has ever gone or probably should go. Remember, this is a carbureted V12, and the higher we get up in elevation, the less air we have for these carburetors, but we're gonna find it. We gotta get those special photos. This is sick. Welcome to Butterfield. We are 100% gonna break down, and there is no way to turn around whatsoever. We're gonna roll down the hill backward. Are you prepared for that, Mitchell?
I can spot you.
Okay, there we go.
Spot you.
Yeah, exactly. The peak of the Espada right now in the low evening light is absolutely amazing. This is by far and away one of the coolest Lamborghinis ever built, and I don't want to sell it, but at the same time I kind of sort of need to sell it. But man, she is a looker from a different time. Well, we're running short on light right now, but it's crazy how the environment matches the color of the car. Well, we just got some amazing photos of the Lamborghini Espada. I'm gonna be properly listing this car online momentarily. $150,000 or best offer if you wanna take it off my hands. But the yellow car, $84,000. I think, au revoir. Salutations. Enjoy this view of the yellow Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, because the next time you see it, you're not going to, because we're saying bye. I'm gonna sell this car to Iluso for $84,000. Yes, I'm taking the L, but at the same time, She is gone. The yellow Lamborghini Garda Spider. We have narrowed the fleet down to 15 cars. We still got to move the Lotus Emira. We got to move the Lamborghini Espada. Lamborghini Countach, I think we got to sell that as well. I want to pay off the Storado. The $1 million, the $3 million question is the Koenigsegg. A lot of people in the last video, basically everybody said I should 100% sell the car, the Agera HH. This car and I feel like we have such a special history. Do I really want to say bye to this car that quickly? But at the same time, $66,000 of fixed expenses every month is completely unacceptable. The Koenigsegg Agera HH. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But on that bombshell, today's video is over.